Good morning. So it's just about 7:30 in the morning, and if you know what day it is, so it's F1 qualifying day. Let's get into it. It's gonna be really exciting. Do you know how I know? I'm from the end. Keep watching, it's exciting. And it gets even better. Do you know why? I'm going again tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm well tired. I don't know if that's obvious to you. Hopefully I will wake up. But we're going to be going in a minute to drive all the way up to 15A to get there. I'll take you along with me. I'll show you all about it. We'll get into it. Let me tell you about what's happening today, what the plan is. So I've got official hospitality tickets. Yeah, so they're on, I don't know where. I think they're on the pit straight, near there, somewhere like that. I've got some other access to some other places as well. So we're going to be jumping into that, seeing all of that sort of stuff. I'm literally on my way now. It's like 7:35. I'm shattered. I'm so tired. I think I went to bed at like 3:30. Typical excitement before the day means you're tired for the day. But anyway, we're on our way. We're going. We're just waiting for Aiden. Then we're going. But yeah, that's the plan. We're going everywhere. We'll be all over the places. You'll see what you see. Keep watching and find out. Let's fucking go! So just drive in the car park now, then we're going to be going in. It's quite full, so it's a long walk from the car park to the actual entrance, but it's not that far. I'm editing the video right now, as you can see. And well, I thought I'd fill you in, because I've realised that actually once I got in there, I got a bit too excited. And I stopped filming clips. There are some clips and there are some great photos and stuff, but you'll have some commentary from me now. So I got a pass. I got one of the pink passes. I'm not going to show you that, but I do have one from a different year that I can show you, and they are basically the same. But I didn't want to show you an up-close and personal one because the season's not over, and I don't want to give anybody any ideas of getting access, whatever. You know what I mean? But this is what a pass looks like. Normally it has a thingy there. This one broke, but anyway. It cleverly says on the lanyard, F1 and F1 World Championship, FIA, all that sort of stuff. This year it says F1 75 as well. It has the British flag. And in newer models, they're putting the British flag down here, which I think is quite a nice touch. This is the sort of VIP access thing you get. So mine said VIP guest. 2025, the 2025's up here, all that sort of stuff. Of course it's pink, this one's green, but as you can see, it's a card, it's a plastic card, it's quite thick. It has some electronics in it, so I don't know if any of you are familiar with the F1 have been. They have swipe gates. I'll cut to a photo now. So they have these swipe gates. These swipe gates essentially scan this, so I get this and I present it against the thing and a picture of my face comes up. Well, for this one, it wouldn't, because this is guest number 15. Somewhere I've got some with lower numbers, but this is guest number 15. And normally you'd have your photo here, but this one doesn't have my photo. But yeah, that's kind of about all that there is to this. So let's go back to some footage, and I'll jump in when I think it's necessary. I want to talk about that camera. The camera you just saw in the previous shot that's on the wires. I think those are really interesting. I think they have two. I've seen two. So there was the one that you're looking at there, which is at Brooklands, and it goes across the corner, which allows them to just sort of fly by, and somebody else pans the camera. And then there's the one, of course, on the start-finish straight, where you've seen it on the pits and the main. Those are the two kind of areas you'd expect, but they are quite clever. So, essentially, on this side, the side that you saw, you've got all the technology and all the counterweight. There was also a bloke up there, or he might have been getting up there in this shot. And then on the other side, it's just like a crane. Literally, they just had like a crane or a forklift truck just holding the tension, because they only needed motors and all the car and the van and stuff at one side. And in the van was all the control gear. I did go and have a look in the van, but I didn't get any photo, video, footage, because they didn't want me to film anything in there. So I just tell you about it. So they've got like screens and a joystick and all that sort of stuff to control the camera. So there were two blokes in there. One does the forward-backward movement and one does the pan tilt of the camera, which I thought made sense. And they're coordinating all the time with cans on. And, of course, they're speaking to race directors stuff all the way over the other side of the venue. And that's kind of how that sort of worked. It was quite interesting to see some of it. They've got a lot of fibre and stuff ran around the circuit, which you would expect to high bandwidth. Anyway, let's go back to the content. I've not filmed very much up to this point. I've looked at photos and stuff, but yeah, I'm here. I'm here in the middle of a field. If I go over here, you see all the cars. So here are all the cars. So I'm in the centre. I'm in a track access. I've been in the paddock. I've actually got any photos of actually Tate Kravitz. I'm sure if you know who Tate Kravitz is. We'll go down here now. But yeah, see you soon. I think we can agree. I have no idea what I was saying, so you've got no idea what I was saying. But let me sum it up. So, I'd been in Brooklands, which is sort of like an invite only. You can buy tickets to it. You could buy tickets to the Legends Club. We were in the Legends Suite, different venue, different sort of stuff. But yeah, so that's invite only, and that was really nice. So, went in there, met a few people I know, all that sort of stuff. And then we headed over to the paddock. We did this via minibus. Speedy, otherwise it's miles to walk. And that was kind of where I ended up spending most of my day. I did spend it around there. I was in there. I went to some of the fan-zony areas. I wasn't really fanning, but you know what I mean. I went to some of the things. I took some photos of Lewis's car and stuff like that, so I'll show some of them. We'll get some of them with a montage in a minute. But yeah, then I sort of went upstairs into, you know, that big long building at Silverstone is called the Wing. So I went upstairs to the sort of balcony area at the Wing where that's kind of where I watched most of qualifying. I watched it from there and a few screens, stuff like that. But that was kind of what happened. So we're going to continue on with this and I'll show you some more stuff. But of course, if you are enjoying the video so far, do hit that like button. And comment if you want me to do tomorrow. Because I'm going for race day. And if there is demand, I will film some stuff. But leave that below. And get subscribed. Because apparently 99% of people who watch my content are not subscribed. It's disappointing. I'm disappointed in you. But anyway, back to me. Didn't finish. Just can't give you that. It can't give you that feeling that you need. So a couple of weeks ago, I happened to get an invite to go down to Silverstone, and I was there for some other events, some sort of corporate stuff going on over there. And I took this bit of video, I took a lot of video then, of the paddock or the paddock area and some of those places, and what it's like when it's not race weekend. So I thought I'd put those in here. I know they're not related to race weekend and race Saturday, but I thought some of you might be interested in the massive transformation. It's one thing saying it's a massive transformation. It's another looking at one video and then looking at another video and going, those two look completely different. This is what it looks like. Just looks very empty. And, well, kind of that's about it. I've got a bit more footage of me walking out. I'll show you that after this. But I wanted to talk to you about some of the tech aspects. I'm a tech person. This is kind of a tech channel. Not being very techy in this video, but I want to talk to you a bit about it. So I was talking to some of the mechanics and stuff, and I got all the backstage access. I went into broadcast, all of that. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely chaos. I didn't go to the FIA, but I went into broadcast and all that sort of stuff. So basically, it's all fibered out. The whole thing's fibered to the fuck. Like, what would you expect? To do high bandwidth, they're using redundancy by just essentially having loops of fiber and allowing the network switches to route correctly, which I think makes sense. They do have a high bandwidth, so they don't do much of the vision mixing here. A lot of it's done at Beckenhill. They just do the basic sort of stuff and pick the camera shots and all that sort of stuff here. And then it goes over there where they mix it, and sometimes here creates the graphics, sometimes there creates the graphics. But essentially, the way they've been able to do this is they have agreed bandwidth with a data provider. I can't remember what they're called now. But there is a network provider that provides like undersea network cables and stuff that they've agreed they need this much bandwidth all the time with. And that's how that works. That's literally how that works. They've got agreed bandwidth on the pipe, and that's why you never see any issues. They do sometimes have issues, like somebody was telling me about in Canada. They had some fibre where somebody put some staples through it accidentally. It stapled down some fake grass straight into their fibre cables, destroyed their cables. Yeah, but that's kind of that. It is all really interesting. Like, it's a massive logistical and technical hurdle to think they do this every week. So they've just got all of this stuff that's got to go up and come down and go up and come down and go up and come down. It is absolutely chaos. But yeah, anyway, I will cut to me leaving, and I'll see you in the next one. I've been over at the Paddock and the Paddock Club to enjoy the qualifying, and now I'm walking towards where my car is. Well, not towards where my car is, but I'm walking that way, back to where the entrance is to get back there. And I think I will go for a bit of shopping and stuff like that. But yeah. I don't think this is going to be the most entertaining video. We'll see. So by the looks of it, it appears that Max Verstappen is on pole. I didn't see that coming. I had my money on a McLaren, as I told you at the start. But anyway, I'm walking back to my car now. Walking past the Esplanade, which is like the sort of houses that you can rent that are like villas. Yeah.